Good morning, Roger. How are you today?
How are you today?
I'm wonderful today. I'm excited for this new session today. We are for all of our looky loos and people that are joining us either on video or live. Hello. We are at now session number 4 for our great campaigns in the American Civil War: Thunder on the Mississippi, the Vicksburg campaign. That's scenario number 12. We have proceeded to this far. I am the Confederates, of course, in this rematch, and Roger is the Union, just to set the stage for everybody. If you're jumping right in, that's fine. You can certainly pick it up from here, but we always encourage everyone to A, choice A, go all the way back and watch the first playthrough so you have an idea of all the specific rules and minutia and things like that. Or B, at least go back and watch from first episode of this playthrough so you're not completely lost. But my esteemed colleague here, Roger, will open us up with some thoughts, and then we're going to do our corrections as we do each and every week. But I will hand it over to you, sir, without any further ado.
Well, I feel like I probably need to start getting going here, don't I? Because I haven't made that much progress since I got across the Bayou Pierre. I've been looking at ahead and still got a ways to go before we get into any sort of real river stuff. That's turn 16. Though I can do some river transfers, I can't do like the amphibious invasion stuff. And our random event is what again?
You have the Union water crisis for this
So
turn.
it's start turn. So it's the start of. So I have the turn indication fees. Okay, so I've got to be next to a creek or a river. Okay.
Yeah, I think the 17th Corps right here seems to be the most susceptible to it at the moment. And then McClernand just needs to move
Yeah.
somewhere. Everybody else looks like
Yeah.
they're okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not going to be, I don't think, too terrible. But yeah, I kind of getting. You're doing a good job boxing me in as you do, and we'll just have to see how this session goes, won't we? Hopefully, it'll go better than the last one. That's all my thoughts are. I don't have a lot just yet. I've got to get a breakthrough. I've got to get around you or through you or something.
I totally agree. I am content right now, but see that contention, if I rest on my laurels, that's when you do get that very successful breakout attack somewhere, and then I will scramble, and everyone will chuckle inwardly because they told me so. But the things that are standing out to me is, wow, you lucky dog, you rolled a one right when you needed a one, and you got that bridge right there. So what do I do here? Do I go after that bridge with, because you have to have at least three? So do I leave a sub right here and let them attack across the river while I pop that bridge, or do I just let you come stumbling into the woods there and just see what happens? Because if you cross that river in force with Carr there, well, I've got some considerations here. I think Holger had asked why it was that you and I were tussling so much here on the southern flank. Well, and then he realized, oh yes, you could get down here and just do something, just be an annoyance, an aggravation. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that right out of the gate. The choke point is holding, but I think only just so. You are in a prime position here with all of these if you manage to get the right sequence of rolls and you have the wherewithal to do it. I think you could probably push me back a couple of hexes, and once you get past this choke point here, now I got to start really working on the maneuver. And then we're gonna segue here into our corrections. Holger, thank you so much, because I honestly, like 3 days after I put the video out, I went, oh no, I did something wrong, which no surprise to anybody. But yes, I of course did what my heart wanted to do, and we even had Christian in the room saying, "Hey, doesn't he lose another one?" And I went, "No, no, no! I'm on chart number 2 for Tracy." But then I realized, of course, several days later, no, I left your Zoc, so I was still in your Zoc, which means I'm compelled to stay, even in a normal retreat, on chart 1, which meant I went from here to here, which is still priority 4, and so that means Tracy would lose another manpower, which means I'm going to do that right now in our corrections phase here. I'm going to take Tracy down 1. So he goes to a 2-3, and I'm going to give Roger another manpower loss, which brings us to total parity. So it's like the game is starting fresh. That was the only correction I was made aware of, and I think everything was good last week. Did you happen to catch anything that you wanted to address?
I guess I have a question. You have Bowen on top of Baldwin, and I couldn't find a rule that says you can put Bowen on with a Smith unit. Maybe I missed that somewhere.
You may be correct. I thought that there was like an amalgam of all of them. I thought Smith was kind of just a loosey goosey, but I will certainly address that then and put him somewhere else during leader transfers. He can only go to, I guess, this to Cockrell, who's a BOW. And do I have anybody? I think he's the only one left because the Grand Gulf Regiment was. And then he can come down to green as well. So the special rules in the early part of this campaign and most of the scenarios about like, hey, this guy can wear all these hats. I think that kind of got muddied in my brain as far as what's going on. So I will certainly be happy to move him somewhere else. That's fine. I think that's going to give you a little bit of a more incentive to try to work that southern area. But yeah, we will certainly check that, and I have no particular heartburn on doing that. I move him down there just specifically for his tactical. But if he doesn't belong there, he doesn't belong there. Otherwise, I think we were pretty clean on that one. Yeah, my hope is to keep you in a box today. I think I can start moving stuff around. I went. One thing I do have shining for me, kind of, is that Johnston is arriving today with Maxie. That means the Army of Relief will, quote, be arriving or be created, and then, I can start working in subsequent strategic rounds of rolling to try to improve this Army of Relief track here, which is sitting at 1. But that's wow. When I went back and looked at that, you aren't kidding. Last game, you get every 5 turns you get a chance to maybe move it a box, and you need 25 turns to get it up to 5 if everything goes great. Yeah, so they really kind of compel you to make it so that he's not coming in until probably the late 30s, where he's actually usable to help Pemberton over in the west. Otherwise, yeah, I've got to stay within 3 hexes of either of those major railroads, which is Jackson. Stay on Jackson, right? That's pretty much it. So, yeah, that was less helpful than I had hoped it would be.
At the start, turns 1 through 5, all Confederate units belonging to Bowen's and Loring's divisions, as well as Tracy Reynolds brigades, and all substitutes attached from these units may be selected and activated leader assault action indicated by leader Bowen or Loring. Even if one more of the selected units, but that's only through turns 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Okay.
we're so I think you'll have to move him for leader transfer. And how's leader transfers? I'm not gonna move anybody. I'm gonna leave everybody where they are.
Okay. I think so. Since Bowen cannot activate anybody but his, I think probably the best bet is to move him down to green and give some marching bonus there. With the changes in Cockrell and Tracy up there, now I've got to be more cognizant that you may be making a play for Thompson's Ferry. So I will definitely move Bowen there. Loring's going to stay where he is. Stevenson will stay where he is. And yeah, I think that's it for me. So going through our steps then, we've done random events, we've done leader transfers. Now we move on to attachments. Do you have any attachments?
I do not have any attachments.
Okay. I am looking. I don't believe I have anybody that's in play to do that. So, nope, no attachments for me. Then I will roll our first initiative and see what happens. Good luck to you, sir.
Yep, good luck to you.
It's yours.
I'll have Osterhus, fatigue 1. I'll roll for movement, but just to see what he gets. Well, nice, but he's just going to do. Now he's in a restricted Zoc going to a Zoc, so he does not flip, correct?
Correct.
I have to ask that every single
That's
time.
okay. Well, by the end of this campaign, you will know that.
Initiative. That's mine. McClelland, you are so terrible.
He is terrible, but there's always that shining star that you have.
So yeah, I'm going to attempt an assault with Hovey on the Willows Hex, 1 Mississippi and Barton.
And First Mississippi will stand on that.
Okay, here's the attempt, and this is a +1 because it's Los. It's a 6, so it does not occur. Initiative. It's mine again.
He says, "Not while I'm having my coffee."
And we'll try it one more time with Hovey. Here's the attempt. Does not happen. This is why I seriously was thinking of doing this on the march just because I was going to roll high. Well, crap. Do I keep doing this or do I realize it's just not going to happen today? I take AJ Smith fatigue 1. I'll just have him do a min move. I'll roll just to see what I get. Rolling high for movement. Initiative. Oh, initiative. High ties is yours.
That's fine. Okay. Gonna have Tillman march. Here it says movement +1. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. Oh, possible end of turn. So you roll this one. On a 1, we end.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
All right. Well, Tillman got where he needed to be, I guess. All right. So we will
Well,
hit.
that's going to be unfortunate for me.
So we'll do recovery first. Do you have any? You don't have any foraging you need to do.
Yeah, everybody's in supply.
Okay. So here's recovery. So McClernand's whole core.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Steele, I guess, and Crocker and Logan. So they're all.
Yeah, there's a bunches. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was the next thing I was going to do was I was going to move that whole core down to Buena Vista to get on the river. Tuttle, he's okay because he's got
Yeah.
that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's on the river anyway.
Yep.
So Steel flips. Oh, that's going to change things a little bit, doesn't it? Logan and Crocker. Well,
That
yeah.
gives me a moment of pause there for you. All right. So let's. I will kick everybody. Johnston comes to turn 13 now. So no harm, no foul on that, I guess. Then I will let you roll our next random event and see what we get.
7. We're in what? Still in May? Yeah.
So Union Intelligence.
Oh, that's kind of one of those useless things, isn't it?
Well, you get all ties and you get to go first. So if that makes a difference to you,
That result really bit, didn't it?
then leader transfer. Or I think leader transfers. Yes,
Yeah, I don't have any.
I believe I'm good. No attachments still, and you get the first initiative. So off you go.
It's so annoying when you think you're going to try something and now you really can't. I'll take the 4th Iowa. Just movement. 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I will. Let's just get Tillman into play here. So Tillman's going to march, and he goes simply to the suspension bridge. Initiative. That's mine again. I will have Bowen activate green. Here's a +2 march. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. Mine again. We'll take green again. Movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Yours.
McPherson activate all three of his. Actually, Dennis is a brigade. Dennis is a brigade. Logan, Crocker. Here's their movement. 7. Person will transfer to Logan. Actually, I'll transfer to Crocker. Dennis is just going to do a min move to there. Person will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Crocker will go 1, 2, 3, 4. He does not have enough to get into Crocker's hex. Initiative. That's yours.
I will try this. We'll take green to 3. Here's movement. It's good. Here's the very important extended march roll. Whew! Okay. So he will go there, end his march, and I believe he can dismantle your bridge. Is that correct?
I think he just has to end his march next to it. Yep. Immediately removed.
Right. Here's the next initiative. That's Ty, so it's yours.
I'll bring I've got a guy to come on the map here. There he is. MacArthur will come into Grand Gulf. Fatigue. Initiative. That's mine. I'll have MacArthur go to fatigue 2. He can go 5 hexes. 1. No, 4. 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. It's mine. I'll activate Steel for movement with Sherman. 5. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine again. Well, I'm getting initiatives. Not that doesn't mean any damn good. Take Tuttle. I'll roll for movement to see what he gets. Yeah, he's just going to go to. So I got Sherman. Grant. Initiative. It's mine again. Take the 3rd Illinois. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. Initiative. I can't complain about the initiatives. That's better. That's what we're talking about. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. That's yours.
I will have the 20th Mississippi March. It's movement +1. 10. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Anchor that flank. Let's put them on top. Initiative. That's mine. I will have Tracy march. Here's movement. They're just going to do a min hex move to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Take the 6 Missouri. I go 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there. Initiative. Mine. 3rd Illinois. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative, that's yours.
Tracy March. Here's movement +1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. That's yours.
Take the 6 Missouri. 4, here's his extend. He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative, that's yours.
I'll take Tracy. Here is movement +1. 3. Extend march. He's okay. Go 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I'll have green go to 4. Here's movement. That's nice. Okay, here's hoping that that's all I get on that. +1 to extended march. That's good. So he'll go there. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have sub 1 march. And he'll attempt to destroy that bridge, which I believe is going to be. It's a -1.
If you stay there, it'll be -2, I think.
-2, yeah.
Yeah.
He's staying there. That's not enough. Needs to be 2 or less. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
Before we do that, I just want to say welcome to the grand champion of the world, Mark Greenwood. Hello.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. Good morning. Glad you could spend a little time with us, lesser beings.
Just got back yesterday, and maybe I'll be able to join for a little while, listen in. Thanks.
Good deal. Good deal. He's trying his big breakout, so you're in good timing.
Thanks. Bye.
Sure. He's a man of many words. Okay. I will have Baldwin March. Here's movement +1. It's 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. That's yours.
Let's see. That water crisis just really messed with what I was trying to do. In the turn is what killed me.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Take Blair. He's just going to do a min move to here. Initiative. I'm going to pass.
Okay. I'll have Baldwin March again. Here's movement +1. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll pass again.
I'll activate Baldwin one more time. Here's movement +1. Perfect. Here's extended march. Not perfect. Boo! Alright, he flips. That's fine. But he'll go 1. And I've got exactly 7 in there, so 4
Oh, the
more.
cab don't count, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right. So he'll go into there. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
Oh, it's got 3. Pass.
Pass, you say. Hmm. I'll bring the 3rd Kentucky Cavalry on, give them a fatigue, and bring them to Jackson. Okay. Initiative. That's mine. I will march them. to 2. Here's movement. Tired from riding the rails. They'll go 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative, that's yours.
I'll pass again.
Okay. I will have a bear march. Give up his fort. So here is a movement. Oh, right. He will just go overland to here. Initiative. It's mine. I'll take him to 2. Movement. 4. We'll go. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. It's mine. I'll take them a 3rd time. Movement. Man. Here's an extended march. Boo! Come on, guys. You're embarrassing us. Alright. 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I will pass.
Okay. And they went in the wrong direction, too. Those guys are stupid. I will pass as well. I'm going to leave. There's no point in bringing Johnson on, so I'm going to kick him to the next turn. So I'm going to pass. Let's double check. Yeah, I'll put all of them on the next turn. So we both pass. We move on to recovery. Here is Sunshine Recovery. Everyone has recovered. I will move all of them to here. And we will move on to our next turn. This is now turn 14. So I will roll our random event for this one, I think. So let's see what we get here. I could really use some rain, meteorologists. Yay!
Oh
Late.
gosh, jeez.
It's just late rain.
Okay, that's not too bad.
But if we get a double 2 or double 3, then that will indicate that the late rain begins. So I will put late rain. Yes, double 2, double 3. And of course, double 1 is still possible end of turn. All right, so I will then turn it to you for leader transfers.
Move Sherman down to Blair along with Grant. That's it for me for leader transfers.
Yeah, I think I've got to keep everybody where they are. So nothing for me. Then we move to our attachments, if you got any.
I don't have any attachments.
Still nothing for me. So on to our first initiative. I rolled a random event, so why don't you roll it?
Okay. But that doesn't cause rain. It's only double 2s and double
Correct.
3s. Okay.
Yep.
I really hate doing it this way. Gotta hope the dice are with me. They haven't been all day. Take AJ Smith. He's going to attempt an assault on Barton's Hex. I'm going to assume they're all going to stand. Cav.
They are. Yep.
So this is a +1 to this roll. It's a 5, which means it does not come off. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. I will have Tracy march. Here's his movement +1. 3. So he'll go there. What would the 3rd Illinois like to do?
They'll retreat out of there. So they've got to go flip to disorganize. He's got to go further away by road. He's got to stay out of the ZOC, including restricted ZOC, so he's got to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
yeah, -2. Yep. So he loses 1. 1.5. Yeah, he loses 1. So he's got 1 left. I will keep him right there. Initiative. That's mine. Let's see what Tracy gets. He's going to go to 2 with an extend. Here's movement. That's good movement. Here's extended march. He's okay. So he can go play. So he might be better served to do this. So we'll go 1, 2 to there. What would 6 Missouri like to do? You'll
You'll
get a
retreat.
yeah, and you'll get a creek bonus on this. So there you go.
Doesn't matter. He's dead. Accomplished nothing. Gives you a manpower loss.
Okay. So that was 1, 2. I'll come back 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I titled fatigue 1. He's just going to sladdle over 1 to Sherman. Initiative. That's mine. Try to do this with Sherman. I'll attempt an assault on Pemberton's hex with both Blair and Tuttle. The +1. 5, only 1 can come in. So I think I did my math in my head earlier incorrectly. I did do my math incorrectly in my head. I brought the wrong one down. So I'll go in with Blair and attempt a grand with Grant, and this is a +1. In this case, if it's a tie, it doesn't work. Oh, I can bring in a hex. Okay. So if I start off with 8, you have 11. With how many guns? 2. So I need to come in with Smith or Osterhuus. So I'll come in with A.J. Smith and Osterhuus. So I see a type of +1. Tactical is even. I have a ratio. I'm coming in with 23 to your 11. So ratio is +1. I got artillery covered in any way after all that. There's no terrain. There's obviously no flank. So I just see the final as a +2 after all that.
+2. Can the center hold?
So here we go. Here's my attack roll. 4. Damn.
Okay, here's my defense roll. It's 4. So a 0.
After all that, it's a D for everybody. For you.
D for me, yep. And
2D for me.
you have hit 10 now.
And, okay, who do I want to take the manpower losses off of? Take them off Osterhuus. This has me at 10 manpower losses.
So I'm considering my option for a voluntary retreat.
Okay.
I think I am gonna take the option for a 1 hex retreat to there.
Okay.
Because that second wave is always the killer.
Initiative. That's mine. Take Crocker to T1. I'll roll for movement just to see what happens. 2. He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. That's mine. Okay, we'll use McPherson to attempt an assault on Barton's hex.
Okay, Cav will stand.
Here's the attempt +1. McPherson is a 5. Doesn't come off. I don't know how many of those have I failed now. 3? 4?
Two straight and then 1. Yeah.
Initiative. It's yours.
We know it's coming. So what do we do about it? Sorry.
No, this is.
It's pickle for both of us. I'm.
I really needed you to get a movement or command paralysis here. Is what I.
I want to. I'm thinking out loud here for folks in the audience. I'm thinking about moving Tracy, but the problem is he's right on that threshold of flip into a two, and he's not going to get into there. And if I put him there, that makes him a target. So I'm kind of just thinking there's not much else I can move around to improve the situation. So I guess this is the time where I will go back to Johnston and Maxey here and bring them on onto Jackson. So they'll get a fatigue, and the Army relief has arrived. Initiative, that's yours.
I'll take Logan fatigue 1. Here's his movement. 1 hex to their initiative.
Raining.
It's raining.
It is raining now, but that's still your initiative.
Just gets better and better, doesn't it?
So I will put a mark on there that we did have actual rain occur.
I'll take Logan to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. That's enough to get him in there. Initiative. It's mine. Do I have anybody coming on this turn? I do.
You
I have
do.
Hall.
Mhm.
Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. I will continue to bring people on. So we'll, short of marching, the railroads still work. So I will bring Walker on to Jackson. And he goes there. Initiative. That's mine. Continue. 24 South Carolina comes on to Jackson. There. Initiative. That's mine. I will just, for the recording, delete that. And sure, I'll march the 3rd Kentucky in the rain. Here's movement. 9, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Initiative. That's yours.
Take MacArthur. 2, 4. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll march 3rd Kentucky again. Where are they? Where'd they go? There they are. They'll go to 2. Here's movement. 9 again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Initiative. Yours.
I'll bring up Hall. 2. Initiative. Mine. I'll have sub 1 attempt to destroy that bridge again. So it's -2 to this roll. And I think that does it, right?
That does.
2 or
1 or
less.
2. Uh-huh.
Initiative. That's yours.
I kind of think I'm good. I don't have anybody else on the track. There's nobody else I really want to march in the rain. So I'm going to pass.
Well, everything I was trying to do down there didn't work. So I'm going to march Carr. He's going to drop off a sub. Okay, I'm going to give him 1 piece of artillery, which means that, and he'll go 1 manpower. He loses a manpower. Carr's going to pick up a fatigue. And here's his movement. 4, 2, 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
So I'll pass again.
I'll take MacArthur T2. Just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. Possible end of turn.
Yep, -4. Yeah, it's 1 or less, so turn ends.
Okay, that's fine.
I believe I can just hit the normal Sunshine Recover because it doesn't have lasting effects for this because it's late rain. Here is recovery. Okay, well then we have has arrived at turn. Ooh, this is going to be our strategic segment, so this may carry us on to the end of the day here. So why don't you give us our next random event?
Damn,
Union Intel again. Okay. Well,
that doesn't help me very much. I really need command paralysis.
and we are heartily thankful that you don't get that. All right, but you're getting the tie breaks, so
Yeah.
let's see. Let's see if we can get another quick end turn here. So, any leader transfers?
No, I'll keep everybody where they are.
Okay. I don't see any reason to move anybody either. I'm good. We'll keep them there. Any? I don't think you've merged some people up, but you don't have anyone that's a regiment, so you don't have any
Yeah.
attachments. I still have no attachments, and then we get our first initiative. So let me give that. Here it is. That's mine. Let's see. The big battle is coming here, so let's move Tracy. He'll be activated by Stevenson. Here's movement. Terrible, but he can go 1 and 2. Initiative. That's yours.
Well, sir, I don't think that him coming up that fast now. Better take the shot now, I guess, eh? 1 or 2. I'm just going to go in with Logan. Here's his attempt, +1. Yeah, good call on my part. That's modified to a 5, so that's okay. Grant's going to attempt a grand assault. And I can bring in anybody in that 1 hex. So you currently have 9, 10, 11. I'm starting off with 6. If I add Hovey, that takes me to 14. If I add AJ Smith, takes me to 19. If I add Osterhus, that takes me to 22. So those are the guys going in. So the types +1, tacticals +1, ratios +1. I've got Logan starts off with 1 piece of artillery. Hovey gives me 5. Osterhus gives me 7. Smith gives me 9.
I have 3, so it's
You
plus
have
6.
+6, so no effect on artillery. There's no terrain, there's no flank, so I have a final of a +3.
I see a plus 3.
Here we go, +3. Here we go.
Mm. What did I talk about at the beginning of the episode? That breakout? This could be it. Here we go. Here's the defense. That's 5, so it's a +4. It's +4 on 11 for me is a 1 DR, and for you is a
So
1 FA. Okay. But it's a big route, so let's do that. Give them all 1, 2, 3. That's not good. And I will take it off of Baldwin. Take him down 1. And we tie on the manpower loss, so that's not too bad. But they've got to retreat up to 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there.
Okay. Everybody said Logan picks up a fatigue. Ian McPherson will go into the hex. Hovey picks up a fatigue. Osterhus will pick up a fatigue and lose a manpower. And AJ Smith picks up a fatigue. And Logan moved into the hex. I'll move Hovey into the hex with McPherson. And I'll leave Smith and Osterhus behind. Initiative. That's mine. I will move Crocker and MacArthur. They're just going to move to there. Pick up a fatigue each. Initiative. Union intelligence. That's mine.
That's yours.
McPherson will attempt an assault on Tracy with Crocker. +1 to this roll. It's a 5, so it does not come off because it becomes a modified 6, which is higher than McPherson's rating.
Correct.
Initiative. Mine again. No late rain. We'll try Crocker again. Does not come off. Initiative. Look at that. Double 6s, double 2s, double 2s.
Grr.
And a lot of double 1s this session as well. Yeah, I like to get Tracy out of the way. Take Crocker to fatigue 4. Here's his attempted assault. Third time. That's a charm. Now I'll try Grant for a grand assault. It's a 3 modified to a 4. He could bring in 1 more hex. So he'll bring in Logan to join in the assault. So we now have type +1, tactical +1. Ratio now is 12 to 3, so that's 4 to 1 for a +3 ratio. I have 4 artillery pieces to your 1 for a +3, so there's no artillery, no terrain. So I just see a final now of a +5.
Yep.
10.
Defense. +7 on 3 is 1 DR for me. And nothing for you. So, boom. And he loses 1. And he gets to there. Alright, and I give you 1. I am now at 9. So they have to go 4, 1, 2. I'll let you come hunting him.
Yeah, we'll take the hex with Logan and Crocker. Yeah, I better take the hex with enough strength to where you're not going to mess with him. Initiative. That's yours.
Hey, there's mine. I'll have Stevenson activate Taylor and Reynolds. Here's their movement. That's fine. They're going to take a big step backwards to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Well, we'll have Sherman activate Steel Tuttle. Here's their movement. 5. Sherman will transfer Steel. They'll go 1 to there. Tuttle will go 1 to there. Grant will stay where he is. Initiative. That's yours.
I'm going to have Cockrell march. It's 3. So it's 1, 2, 3 to there, basically. Initiative. That's mine. Let's have Fournay march a bear. Here is movement. Oh, come on.
Excuse me.
There's movement, +2. There you go. Alright, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have MacArthur march. I'll roll for movement to see what he gets. Yeah, he'll go there. Initiative. That's mine. Low ties.
Well, Union Intel, all ties.
Oh, Union Intel. Yeah, correct. Yeah. A car march. With McClellan activating. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Chores.
Gonna have Fournay activate A Bear again. Movement +2. 7. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Line. I will bring on in Jackson. Let's see. I will bring on Gist. So he'll get a fatigue. And come to Jackson. Initiative. Mine again. I will bring the 29th Georgia into Jackson. There we go. Initiative. That's yours.
A car march again. Over movement, but he's probably just going to do a mid move. Well, he's got 6. Yeah, he's use it all to get to there. Initiative. That's yours.
The 3rd Kentucky March. Movement. Boo! You suck. 1, 2.
It's a lot of double ones in this session.
Man. Initiative. Mine again. All right. Let's see if we can get all the ones out of the way. Here's movement. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Initiative. What? Organized. So I'm going to pass. Can't believe I'm saying that. I'm going to pass. At what point can I start digging in this damn scenario?
So why he's away?
Boo.
I'm gonna take Hovey to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. Not that really is gonna matter. Yep. It's not gonna really matter. Here's his extend. McLaren's gonna stay where he is. He is okay, actually. He's gonna go there. Initiative. Possible into turn. No modifiers, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Take Logan to fatigue 4. Here's his movement. 6. Here's his extend. This is +2. I have my EM bonus.
Oh, you do.
Though, right?
That's right. Yeah. Just +1. Yep.
He's just going to do a mid move to there.
Grr.
Initiative.
Ah.
So
I have one saving. Yeah.
We'll attempt an assault with Tuttle with Sherman.
Okay. On Pemberton, I presume.
Yeah, on Pemberton's hex, yeah.
Okay.
So here's the attempt. +1. It's a 6. Sherman's a 6. So I do get the assault off. Grant will attempt a grand assault. His a 3 goes to a 4. So I think I'll bring in steel, which gets me to 19. And car gets me to 24. So the type's a +1. Tactical is even. I've got 24 to 7, so it's +2 ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Now the flank is going to be only a +1, I believe, because I think Miss
Yeah,
Bagnell comes off, Ingram comes off, Stevenson comes off, so flank's a +1. I should move somebody into Ingram. I was thinking I had that covered. I didn't even think of the road not being there. So a final is a +4.
Attack, ratio, flank. Yep.
Okay, let's see if it hurts me being stupid. 7. Might.
Use defense. Oof. All right, +6 on 7. +6 on 7. So I'm going to get 2 DR, and you are going to get
Get a 1A.
1A. Okay. So 1 for you, and that puts me at 11 as well. So you're bringing it close. All right, so I'm going to take the 1 off of, or 1 off of Buford. Let's see, he's a 6. I'll take them both off Buford. So 1, 2. They are all 1, 2, 3, and demoralized. And they have to go back 1, 2, and 3, and let's see. I am 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has to go this way, and then they'll come to there with their free. Does everybody agree with that? Since this seems to be my biggest blind spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then still same distance away for 5. Hearing nothing, I'm good.
So I'm going to take 1 off of somebody. Guess I'll take it off a car. And everybody gets a fatigue. And I'll move Sherman and Tuttle into Floyd Cemetery. Initiative. That's mine. So Blair's tired. Kirtland's 3. Don't have anybody left that I want to push. Or do I want to try to tie Stevenson down even more? I might pay for this. I'll take Tuttle to fatigue 4. Get 6. Here's this extend plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So he's okay. So he's just going to go to Miss Bagnell. Initiative. It's mine. Well, McPherson activate MacArthur. Here's his movement. 4. Person will go with him. 1. Oh, here's his extend. McPherson will still go with him straight up. He's okay. 1, 2, 3. Actually, he could have just gone cross country and gotten the same spot. Initiative. It's mine. We'll trike him to fatigue 4. I'll roll for a movement to see what he gets. 8. No, 6. Here's his extend. Oh, he's going to flip. That's okay, because that takes him to 11. 5 pieces of artillery. Initiative, that's yours.
Okay. Stevenson will activate them both. Movement 4. They're going to go Zoc to Zoc and flip. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take them both to 3. Here's movement. 2. Here's extended march. 1 at a time because of the extended marches, but they're going to end up in the same spot. So Reynolds first. He's okay. Okay. All right. There we go. They're parked there. Initiative. That's mine. I will pass.
I'll bring up Paul. 1. Initiative, yours.
Pass.
Bring up Paul. That's a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative, that's mine. I'm going to pass.
I'm going to look around just to double check everything. Fournay is there. Everybody's just enjoying the victuals in Jackson coming off the railroad. I'm going to pass as well. And it was a perfect day. We got thunder boomers. I can hear them outside. They're starting to build up. So this is an excellent time for us to finish up with our strategic segment. So we will hit recovery first. Bam. Okay, let's go through our recovery steps. First, we have the strategic segment. I think you rolled the last one, so I'll roll this one and see what we get.
Okay.
It's a
7.
7 again, so you get your March bonus again on turn 15, so you're still good with that. Good. Next, we have the depot segment. You have your depot, so I presume
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it down, that's for sure.
Right. All of your units are in Claiborne County, as I look. Yeah. So I think you're completely in
Yeah, so everybody's
supply.
in supply.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no fort degradation. There's no garrison demoralization. No manpower. Okay, you get yours first.
I roll a single die,
You are at 12. Correct.
so that's a +1. There's no, so it's 2 or less as I lose 4. Wow, 4 wow, that sucks.
Ooh, 4 manpower.
Oh,
Siphoned
wow.
off for the greater good.
That's just terrible. It comes off of anybody? Any
Uh,
infantry, I assume?
any infantry, yeah.
Boo-hoo on that. I'll take 1 off sub 1, I guess. So that's 1. R will lose 1. It's 2. Take 1 off Osterhus, that's 3. Take 1 off AJ Smith. Man, that's just... I remember that happening to you, thinking that just seems wrong. It still seems wrong. All was bad. I remember you getting that hit all the time. I think you got rolled a couple 1s and 2s on that. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
that's
It's
just
John
brutal.
McClane yelling, "Welcome to the party, pal!"
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's now for me. I think I get just a straight one. I can
I
never
think
remember.
you're rolling. Yeah, you just get a straight 1.
Let's
You automatically
see.
receive 1. Next time you'll be rolling on the table.
Right. That's right. Okay. So I need to put that back. I need that on Tillman here, so that potentially I could do something with him. Let's see. Or do I need to bring it? Let's see. Barton's got. These guys are all flipped at 5. So yeah, I'm going to bring Tillman to 3. So he will get it. Okay. Confederate Army of Relief segment. Hey! All right. So now I get a +1 to this roll because the railroad station in Jackson has not been destroyed.
-2 in turn 15.
Oh, is it? God, I looked
Minus
at the
2, yeah.
modifier. Damn it. Okay. So a net -1 to this roll. Hey! It's a 5. So I get 1 box, right? So -2 +1.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Dang. All right. We're up to 2. And I know that means that they can, I think 0, 1, or 2, they're still kind of confined within 3 hexes of the railroad. So I really need 3, 4, or 5. But we'll see what happens in 5 days. Okay. That's good. That was a timely 6. Union Army of Maneuver. Now that I've created my Army of Relief, does that affect you?
Vicksburg is not besieged.
Okay.
So no.
That's easy.
And your
Then
Army of Relief also has to, so I can't do anything with that till you get box 4 or 5. So
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All right. Confederate reorganization. Walker's not here, so we're not doing anything with that. Vicksburg has not surrendered. It's not end of game. Turn track has already moved. Pontoons, you're not dismantling anything. So we are done with that turn, and we can look. We will go ahead and do our random events. So I'm going to let you roll that one since I did the other one.
okay.
And we'll see what waits us next week.
Well, that's
Ooh,
rain.
heavy rain.
Heavy rain. Okay, let's see what heavy.
That may have just saved my bacon there for a bit.
Same effect as rain, except the minor rivers and formal markers placed on the turn track 1 box into the current turn, and the major rivers placed on the turn track 2 boxes ahead of the current turn.
Okay. So we'll do major out to 2 boxes, and that's what we got going. We got a day of respite, and let's see if we can utilize that to our advantage. Would you like to take point on our discussion here as we finish out the day? I've got a couple of thoughts, but I think you probably you want to articulate your stuff based on your performance today.
Well, initially it was, my morale was dropping down pretty low there. That early into turn on the Union water crisis kind of like upset what I was trying to do a lot. And having everybody go to disorganized because I didn't have anybody. I hadn't set anybody up to get water yet. I was kind of delaying doing that, which was stupid, I guess, in retrospect. Failed a lot of assaults to start, but then the last turn I was able to get my attacks to come off and get grand assaults and drive you out of that. What's the name of that creek there? Kensington Creek?
Kennison
Creek.
Yeah.
Kennison Creek,
Yep.
Floyd Cemetery, Willows line, and inflict some pretty damage on you and get you back disorganized. Now, rain, okay, that's going to obviously affect what I can do, which is, this might, an opportunity may be lost here with you disorganized and exhausted, and I may have to just recover this next turn myself and let you recover as well and lose track of what I'm trying to do. So I have to go back through the river transfer and amphibious invasion, which is now in play. I'd really like to try to use that somehow, but I really don't know. I guess I'll say I don't know how to use it. I'll have to think about that here this next turn or 3 and figure out what to do. So that's kind of my thoughts. I'll say it was a good day, but I still am not. I made some progress, but this is a slog. Get through this Los.
Sure. And I will congratulate you because these were just excellent attacks. I mean, we were all breathing heavily as you're rolling the dice, and I was like, I just need 50-50 shot that Grant stays in his tent, but this time he threw that flap open and says, "Go on in there, Sherman," and both of them just went just perfectly to plan, and you broke the line here at Willows, or at least you scattered the flank, so that first group went shattered and ran away. And then when you managed to get this one, I was really hoping I'd have that one, and you got like 3 initiatives in a row, and I was just going to bring Pemberton back one step just to get him out of the way before you got too frisky, and then the rest was just gravy. I was like, okay, well, you know what, I'll go ahead and I'll come back to here. But nope, you got the next 2 initiatives, and what'd you do? You put me in a box. So that's one for everybody else out there in the drinking game, and I had to suck it up to take the Zoc to Zoc movement there. But now with the rain, the Willows line has now broadened, and we saw this in the previous game that this next line comes out here. My bulge extends backwards a little bit. So I'm very happy that I've got a turn to potentially, if you let me, reconstitute these. But I don't know. I think you're going to attack at your peril, but I think you may be compelled to. I don't know. So that will be the great question for the next one. Obviously, 3rd Illinois is now stuck on this side of the river. So as far as the amphibious invasion, I mean, we're going back to the first game here. I found, just based on, Holger pointed out perfectly that once you get the Union past this line, you've moved so far away that you're probably not going to march all the way back to Grand Gulf to put them on boats. So it's more likely that you're using it for the reinforcements that are coming in later, like Washburn and the rest of the 16th Corps. So is it a matter of just invading directly as these reinforcements come in available, or what? So I think I got some time up there, and obviously I tried to move to bring some leadership down to here. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Fournay still sucks. So he's only a 2. I, put him down there just so that I have the opportunity to try assaults if things get askew there. But so I'm hoping now that maybe we'll get into a cycle of some rain here for the next couple of turns. But I'll take the first one for now. And it could not have come at a better time to have 3 completely disorganized, 2 of them shattered, brigade or corps put together to try to reconstitute. So that's what I'm hoping. Don't send me good generals, send me lucky ones. That's what I ended up with today. But great job on the attacks. You just, even as they were throwing the sixes at you, just no, fail, fail, fail. Then that third time was the charm, and you broke that line, and you started making it dissolve backwards. So sometimes patience and persistence are the key in this game, I guess.
I guess, yeah, it was tough, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next session here. It's we've had just about. Uh, I just really keep hoping you'd get command paralysis. I just remember that being crucial, and I don't know how you're avoiding those, but
Yeah. Well, I
good on
will
you.
say, well, yeah, excellent leadership, actually. I will say that I saw on social media, following our Spanish friends out there in the I guess the Bellica group, they one guy posted his picture of the Vicksburg campaign, and I swear, my hand to God, they had 12 heat and extreme heat. And I was like, damn, I don't think we maybe had one heat in our game.
Yeah, we had one heat. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
But yeah, just shows you how variable the game can go, and I think that's a testament to how much fun it is. So we will put a pin in it here now. We're right at 2 hours 3 minutes. So thank you everybody who's watching this, and thank you to everybody live in the gallery. I was curious from an existential question. Does that mean you guys are not going to watch the video on YouTube? Is that going to hurt the numbers for the channel, or you guys want to just watch it twice to see how my clever editing goes? So we'll see how that bears out. But thank you to everybody who's watching, and please comments down below. We would love to hear your feedback. If you catch us in a goof, that's the time to do it. We had Mark here today, so that was a really good time to have that. So always a pleasure. And if you could take a moment to click that button right down there, that little thumbs up, that would be helpful. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, if you just happen to stumble upon it today, well, now's the day you want to subscribe. We really appreciate it. And if you want to kick in a buck or two, there's a link down there below, but we do not expect it. It just helps pay for that impending Windows 11 change that I've got to do because I got to buy a whole new computer. But Roger, have a great week, man. Good luck.
You too. Talk to you next week.
All right, take care.